I'm just waiting for the stream to come live here. I've started the stream, but doesn't seem to be live here. There's someone in the name of. Okay, sorry, just a minute. Sorry, the sound here was on the tab. Now, yes, I see myself live. So, Muslims, enjoy your food, homemade, home cooked, expensive, or whatever. So, due to Ramadan timings, I don't know. Although the restaurant was open, refused to do delivery that day when I could call. And now, very cheap shop, a restaurant, cafe, the oil, taste, just getting pakoras. So it's really bad for me. It's a very rowdy. And so, and this Zalmi now keeps coming and harassing. Although some Arabs may know Urdu, how to write and all this. So they've got me now cutting off everything like Ramadan timings, maybe delivery timings. He said, you'll call after this time. And I was like kind of shaken because I don't know whether the Sheikh has intervened and stopped them. So I have to go out, mostly get my food, or when I can't even get up to cook, I'll prepare, fry something for myself. So this is Halat here in Ramadan. What can I do? So they're killing me. It's very, very subtle. But this is life here. Very rich people, you know. They enjoy their homemade food. And us, The weaker people they try to trample upon. So this, oh, Arabs will be Arabs. They won't change. Um, some Pakistanis were well behaved. Like we had Pakistanis so they were well behaved. They weren't rowdy, in school or. When my aunt came here and was teaching, she got a shock of her life. Very rowdy students and over smart. Just abla this and that. No, it's not funny. So I think that this is the problem when you have a lot of money and spoiled brats like you Arabs. You can finish people's lives and do all this. So I wonder if a Sheikh is behind this. So it's better dead than to live. So I was having breathing problems now as I came back to find some food. The Punjabi thing was over. Punjabi samosa, or I call it kachori. Then I had to go to this other restaurant, which is like Indian, and it has their own masala and all this. So it's not my taste, but it's cheap. And nowadays we're getting this for Ramadan, So I bought it, but even the oil is different. Very oily. So, Salahuddin once came here and said, you enjoy this and that. Well, so I had a shock of my life recently, and I feel like I'm being suffocated, and there was attack during my sleep, very bad one. And in the beginning I didn't want to, because I know there are people who will take advantage of anyways in anywhere, like to bring your private things out, and it's even in real life there are people lying and cheating each other, all this. So it was people will exploit this. I knew this, but I had to take a chance. Just it's like social media, coming on social media, dying and telling my thing, venting out, and then go back and come back again and vent out a little bit, feeling better, then come back here. So I don't care if now they send me to the police or the police comes, because I'm complaining, suspecting a Sheikh. They're giving me a hard time here, sometimes sending a Pakistani to harass me outside and things like that in broad daylight. And I was kind of decent clothing with jalabi on top, things like that. I don't. I don't know who can stop these people. I've reported him, Zalmi. I've reported Zalmi on. He should not have this kind of authority to come here, and the audacity, boldness to come here all the time. While Andromeda and I were talking, he butts in and starts to, do all this monkey business. Yeah. So, also the Muslim, like Salahuddin and others, very, very stubborn. They won't. So, okay, a food, well, Pakistan and maybe, the Muslims think that, oh, our food is very tasty and this and that. So, you can have your way. That's what the Ismaili Imam, I just found out from the Ismailis that if mosques are being rapidly made, built in Western Europe places, not only in their Muslim land, on their Muslim land, but Western places growing rapidly and all this. So I said, what can we do now? Right? Let them, like if the Muslims want to kill the Shias, what can we do? Let them beat us, let them have their way. I would have initially walked away from all this and I would never indulge in any arguments about this religion. So, okay, trying to find Kent. I don't know who is involved in this. So just I wish I would have kept quiet, but I can't. I'm compelled. Really sad to see no humanitarian thing here. So oh yeah, one time I don't know I joined a Sheikh's page. They were saying someone was saying, God, so that they have wealth and all this and distribution. Maybe I don't know what they were trying to say, but I said that please just let it be. I mean, we let you Sunnis be in Pakistan and do whatever you like against the Shias. Because I thought at that time when I was rich, my father was rich, not I, but my father was very rich. We don't, it's our money, and we will do the Hisab Kitab, God, when we get to God. So, I mean, there were people jealous of us who had joined later. So I don't think you have the right to tell the sheikhs. I mean, you can tell the sheikhs, but suppose if God has given them this a lot, oil and all this, so let that be. When as a Shia, I was reading, like in Karachi American School, there. It was, like Arabs. I was told, I just kept quiet, that your father, I mean, you're an Arab, you can buy this field. Karachi American School's field is very big and grass, and they maintain it and all this. So I was he's a really good teacher. He was a really good teacher, good-hearted teacher. Things like that. So I found this ayat when I was a Shia Muslim, when I was reading the Quran, and then I saw some Asian. I'm not sure who they were. I guessed that person was Asian or something. So I can't remember exactly what he was saying at that time, right? Against the Arabs, like I am now against some Arabs here, most of them, I think. Um, Surah Saad ayat. So Solomon God had given him all. Look at this, it's like Pharaoh and others that were bound with chains working for him. It's like we are told Pharaoh made, I mean, people slaves, but here he's made like jinns, shayateen, work for him and put them bound together in fetters and all this. We actually, I would even want the jinns to, I wouldn't want to tie them up with, like they have muakkils working. You pray and then you tie them up. You kind of, no, or you become the chief of jinns, like you become their owner and you can control them. And this is what I don't want, like I didn't wanted to do this ever. So this also, look at this, Surah Saad ayat, as also others bound together in fetters. We said this is our gift, so grant or withhold without account. So I thought that whatever money and all that God had given Solomon, it meant that you can withhold it, all that money, wealth. You can give someone something like, but now we have zakat in the Quran ayats. But for Solomon, it was like you could give or you can withhold. But now the Muslims need to pay zakat. So I didn't actually realize about abrogation verses. Some Muslims also believe that the verses were abrogated. So I wasn't looking at that at that time. So I had joined a Sheikh's daughter's page or someone, and if a man comes there and comments like that, I'm very protective about women and girls. So I had to give it to him. I mean, at the Sheikh's daughter's page on Facebook. But they don't bother about that. I think many people were, commenting for the Sheikh Muhammad's daughter actually, Sheikh Mahra, that how beautiful she is and all that. So also that very good things about her, that she's very beautiful and all. Even the Asian men were commenting. So, and but if a man, Asian man, would comment against her father or their wealth, then I had to say something. I didn't keep quiet. Although, I would say ignore these things. Ignore them. So, this ayat. So in my previous live stream, in the end, somewhere I mentioned this. And I actually cannot take any man harassing a woman. So it wasn't that I was a Sheikh's chamcha, flatterer, doing this. I mean, even if a Sheikh came in, I would slap him. No. I've had enough. I'm not a Sheikh flatterer. So I thought maybe, who God has given, and Sheikh Muhammad, UAE, Sheikh Rashid, Sheikh Zayed, UAE, God has given oil Saudi Arabia, God has given oil. So I used this ayat, but I didn't know the number or where it was. I just said that there's an ayat in the Quran which says to Solomon this, that we said this is our gift, so grant or withhold without account. God has given them their gift. So I wasn't looking at the zakat one that the Muslims are, and they do charity and all this. Anyhow, so this said, now what else is there? So mind your own business, right? Then we have recently, I cannot say this properly, oh my God. Someone telling us that, well, very nicely, that person, but I lost my, later on, I became very insane. Like I didn't come here online because I thought I'm going to, my head was cracked, like there was a shaitan inside. So this. So then I felt something really like what this person, like psychologically, how they, the missionary, Christian missionaries in India, how the Muslims also may have really gotten to the Hindus by criticizing or even, of course, converting by force. That's there, no doubt. Right, so there's also, so I felt a slight, like someone is pushing me into this religion way by introducing another Lord Chaitanya or something like this, you know. Anyhow, I don't know, look at this, but they can be very clever and cunning actually, so. Look, long time ago, sorry, I have to, my way is sometimes. Look, long time ago, my mother misguidance, I felt. So I don't know how many people, really my case is messed up here. We don't have that kind of help. Sometimes I just, in this, I don't know if what you, the Zalmi type people coming here shameless. With no regard to, it's a sick place. Country, a world, sick world. We need to be thrown this for the Muslims. Well, let's see Surah Qalam. Definitely such Muslims should go to hell. Why not? Oh, so Muslims also swear. Scorner, going out malicious gossip, preventer of good, transgressing and sinful, cruel, moreover an illegitimate pretender, because he is possessor of wealth and children. When our verses are recited to him, he says legends of former peoples. But you say that the Hindu, pagan, when I say Hindus, oh God, I don't mean India's Hindus, I mean those Arabian pagans at that time, right? Like idol worshippers, sorry, a slip of tongue. So you say their forefathers, our forefathers, you have spoken for them. Used to do this, so we also do it. Indeed, we have tried them as we tried the companions of the garden. No, there's something. So will the Muslims, so thereupon collapse, so. And it became as though reaped, okay. cut the fruit, lowering their voices, saying they will surely not enter today upon any poor person. Where's that? Perhaps our Lord will substitute for us. Then will we treat the Muslims like the criminals? So you see, you think you're a Muslim and that's it, you're going to be saved. Whatever you do, mujrimeen, no. Harassing people and coming on the channels, and this poor lady's talking about the rape thing, but then I realized, okay, I didn't even know until she told me 3 seconds. 3 seconds cannot be rape. It could be sexual assault. But before that, I was shocked. Salmi coming like this and saying, making fun and all this. Yes, treat the Muslims as criminals, because you Muslims have been criminals. You need to be treated as criminals psychologically. How you have, no one tells you like how to read the Quran. Thank God I didn't use my dreams. Prophet Muhammad came and Imam Hassan came, Imam Zainal Abidin came. If I was to use my dreams, you know, you'll get well, and has God forgiven me? Yes, and this, and Salatin, in like 30 days or 3 days you will get well. All these promises made, like Imam Hassan was at the beside me. So this all. Now, you see how first anyone who tells you, come here and we will, first you need to know if God, you see, this is where my search in Karachi also in madness. I started, oh God, it's burning too much oil and I don't know what this is. I think I need magnesium. So the thing is, बहुत सा time. I don't know where. I have to throw. Oh my God, I'm getting an headache. So they're giving me a hard time here, maybe. Oh my God. It's oops. I think there's some bleeding again. Internal. Okay. So, I mean, really, Muslims are only concerned about their religion. No humanity. Very stubborn Muslims. Very stubborn. Where was I going now? Muslims, mujrimeen. Please, it tells you to reflect. Where's that ayat? Against the Jews. Look at this, against the Jews. Jewish phobia. But now some Muslims have come up that if the Quran says it like this, okay, let's see if this happened. If the Quran says it like this, it means that a group of Jews at that time, or they used to worship Azra as God. Among those who have become Jews, there are some who alter the words from their context. Among the Jews are those who distort words from their proper places, usages, and say, we hear and disobey. Let me see if the sound is coming here. Sound is coming. We hear and disobey and hear but be not heard, with twisting. Let me just get the... And Reina twisting their tongues and defaming the religion. And if they had said instead, we hear and obey. This is what recently this leader, cult leader, hear and listen to this and then say obey and wait for us to, something like this. When you hear the Quran ayats, like Umar bin Khattab were told, start to hear the Quran ayats, or someone. Here, wait for us to understand. It would have been better for them and more suitable. And if they had said instead, we hear and obey, if only they had said, but why don't you Arab Muslims go to the Pakistanis and say, you know the Quran, you know Arabic, like you come and tell me here? If only they had said, what hear and do we obey, and do hear and do look at us. What this nonsense, I tell you. It would have been better for them. Allah, this Allah is not the true Allah. Please see this. Allah had cursed them for just. Please, every time you are cursing the Jews, what nonsense! As they used to say, that the devil, if someone is a non-Muslim acting good, what did we say? The devil, Allah is testing us with that. Maybe Allah is testing me. You don't know. Allah, you may look at me and say, oh, we are so much better than her, thank God. We don't abuse, we don't have demons. She's got demons, she's got this attacking her, jinns. All the time cursing Jews and this and that, really. Now it will. Let me see. So this has come on that Prophet's heart. Because you Muslims think you are better than others, or Indian Hindus, then I tell you that Westerners are better than you. The Europeans are better than you, even in looks. Today you will say that our hand is better in making this and that. Food. But for them, the Hindus, the Krishna has said, how are you to enjoy the food? Prasad. In Bhagavad Gita, food. Diet. Lord Krishna says that even eating leaves, fruits, and water suffice to keep us healthy during the last minutes of life. A person's mind remains under. You see, it's Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. The Gita classifies. Sorry, Quora.com. Then we have kkagarwal.com. And what else did I read? JK Yog. Okay, I was looking at this. I didn't read it out. No, they are juicy, naturally tasteful, mild, and beneficial. Mild food, mild. That you shouldn't enjoy too much taste. The mild ones, the bland ones. Water is enough to survive. Fruits, eating leaves, wow. Simple food. See, I've gotten so used to that, tasty food. Bhagavad Gita diet. Simple food. You are what you eat is an old saying. Wow, Padma Shri, Dr. K.K. Agarwal. So, you see the conditioning, like Jiddu Krishnamurti said, is still there. Our tastes, we shouldn't be like, I miss my home cooked. I miss Pakistani food. Crying, disturbed. By saying that eating too much food or starving and sleeping too much or remaining awake all the time is not health friendly. Such people cannot concentrate or do sadhana. Every person is distinct. So they have their thing. You see, getting used to well cooked and spices, R-type spices and all this. See how regretful it is when you don't get proper food. And now I have to throw all this food away. Oh my goodness. No one is going to take it here. Type of food as per Bhagavad Gita. So our food should be simple. If you believe in this God. So anyways, before this, so that God, we're so used to Good tasting oil. See, oil is very important, I used to say. The oil you cook food in. If the oil is not good, I have this bad taste. Sorry, excuse me. My mouth trying supari is my food. Just fill my stomach with tea and supari. Just a minute. Ooh, taste in my mouth. Sorry, I'm not used to this oil they put. Ooh. God, maaf karna, God. Oh God, I have to throw this food away. Oh goodness, God forgive me. Let's see, who is God? And why aren't we responsible? Why do I always have to say, oh God forgive me? Oh God. Why am I not responsible enough? Why don't I know what to do with this food? And then feel guilty and all this. Why am I not conscientious enough? Who is God? Where are you inside of me? God, that all the time I have to feel guilty when or God, I'm very, very weak. Oh, I'll have to throw this food away. Oh, I have to do Qigong. Please, can someone do some healing on me? Out of desperation. So, who is God? I don't want you to write anything, Mr. God, this is Anna, by Finn, this book. Who is this Zalmi here? Who comes here? Oh. Okay, if you Muslims who come here and are very stubborn, like Salahuddin, then you please go your way. I've wasted hours and hours and hours. So if you don't want evidence, then don't ask the Hindus to give you evidence. Then don't criticize the Hindus and their Gita and all this. You just say, why don't you accept it? Why aren't you true to yourself? The way you follow this religion blindly, you don't see any reason, anything, what even the Quran ayats are saying, contemplate, you don't take that. Then don't, then just realize that those Hindus have their, it's in their culture. Why should they leave their religion for what you are reciting to them? Why should they leave their religion? When you are so stubborn you don't want to see the reason, the discrepancies in the Quran, they have their scientific proof. You have your scientific miracles you see in the Quran. Leave them alone. And this is, maybe you think this is a universal truth. The musibat ye kar diya hai this should prevail over all religions. And this belief thing has made life difficult. Blind belief. He it is who hath sent his messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, that he may cause it to prevail over all religion, however much the idolaters may be averse. Surah Tawbah at 33. Then what's this? And he it is who hath sent his messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, that he may cause it to prevail over all religions. Surah 48, verse 28. Then I've seen recently a video, Goa's history. We knew a little bit about that Portuguese invasion and all this. Now, so the thing is that, oh, people out there, look, this is not healthy. So, what is this? Psychological, you know, if you are psychologically hurt, depriving them, or God knows, psychological attacks about their religion. Sorry, I have this one side garden, shoulder muscle pull or something. Oh God. So, I mean, like, see the Christians, see how Muslims on YouTube, where is it? What is it? The psychological attack. Oh, God. No, it's going to murder. No, wait, I'll go to my condition. Muslims, severe message. What's this? Oh, God. Now, Hindutva. एक तो ये हारिस सुल्तान and Ali Dawa and Muhammad Ijaz on this Hindutva. Muslims are so scared that the Hindutva has come on the बेचारे मुसलमान. अल्लाह बहुत जुल्मों का मुसलमानों पे. मोदी जुल्म किया है. Modi has done oppressing the Muslims. Oh goodness. Condition of Hindu women in Pakistan. This is how Christian missionaries worked. The channel is Hindu Response. Protecting a doctor named Mushtaq. Protecting yourself from what? I won't play this. You see how you have to protect yourself from? Protecting yourself from psychological attacks of Christians. Now the Muslim Christian missionaries. But look who's talking, my goodness. Look who's talking, right? Haram, this is terrible. But the attack you've done on Hindus and Shias and Shias also. Your Imam Mahdi and all this. The way you impose this, thank God my mother was not like that. Your children, You are killing the innocence. You see, people want to be safe or saved. Let me see if I can find this. I don't think this is going to do much, Mr. Because the Muslims are very, very indoctrinated. Praise the Lord. I'll be repeating myself about this. Oh, God. No, I can't find the quote here. People do want to be safe. People want to be safe. Feeling safe or saved? What was it? Oh, God. Get out. This man and his vulgar thing on me. Okay, I don't know how to. What shall I do now? Pakistanis, my brothers, friends, decent, educated Pakistanis. So I don't know. No, even the friends now, God knows who is educated and who is uneducated. But this is a very big indoctrination. So, me and you. I don't know who God is. My mind, maybe it is my mind. My mind. Oh God, this. Can't find it. My mind and your mind. Your thoughts and mine. No man can reveal to you aught but that which. Oh, Ali Gibran. No man. Oh, this is from that. The Prophet. Good reads. No copyright infringement intended. But I really need to read this out. No man can reveal to you aught but that which already lies half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. The teacher who walks in the shadow of the temple among his followers gives not of his wisdom, but rather of his faith and his lovingness. If he is indeed wise, he does not bid you enter the house of his wisdom, but rather leads you to the threshold of your own mind. nor any scriptures, nothing. Please, I'm seeing that there are people. Look, if you have something against Hinduism, we can talk about this in a very peaceful manner with the Indians, not on social, someone saying, I don't know where this came up, that if you don't follow this dharma and you become an atheist, then you are not a true atheist. Some Indians like this have come up recently on YouTube talking against Haris Sultan. That I condemn. But you know, I think our gurus like Sri Ravi Shankar ji, uh, Modi, the president, the vice president of India, Modi ji, really I appeal to them. Right? Definitely, you have your treasure. You have India. And you have your places in India. And my principal in in Holborn College, he was an Indian. What a gentleman. He told me that Hindus don't convert people. We're not supposed to convert people. That's what he told me. He was a gentleman. What an Indian. Gentleman he was. पता नहीं किस सदी का इंसान था, you know, not heaven, like Pakistani men. What a gentleman. There was one Pakistani a man who wanted to work with us. He sent him in the reception with Paul. And all of us he gave ladies. Wow, admissions for admissions. He came. I was so shy I wouldn't go to him. He said, those who want to work for the admissions can come to me. I will take an interview. ऐसा इंसान था कि मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी में I've never seen such a gentleman in my life. Indian Hindu. ज़्यादा तारीफ़ नहीं करनी चाहिए बिकॉज वो जलेंगे या क्या होगा. ओह गॉड. वैसे ही वो एक था. So, you know, have you seen वीर ज़ारा? Like, ये किस सदी के लोग हैं? The quote from this movie. इतना अच्छा इंसान था. What a gentleman. तो अगर हम हिंदू जैसे मल्होत्रा साहब है ना इधर, वो कैसे बात पता है कैसे इमाम तौहीदी एंड मल्होत्रा कैसे वो कह रहे हैं कि आराम से अगर आप हिंदू से बात करेंगे ना मल्होत्रा एंड जैसे श्री रविशंकर जी है, इमाम तौहीदी, इनके साथ आप इंसानियत से बैठ के बात करेंगे ना हिंदुओं के साथ, देखें द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंटरफेथ डायलॉग्स. व्हाट अ मैन राजीव मल्होत्रा साहब. What a man. Look at this. You don't have to fear Hindus. Hindutva and this nonsense. ये पाकिस्तानी या अरब मुसलमान थोड़ी हैं. जाहिल के जाहिल हम रह गए हैं. Stubborn. You know, या आप appealing to Hindus. पता नहीं वो एक पता नहीं कौन सी हिंदू थी, वो कह रही थी कि दिस दैट अगेंस्ट हारिस सुल्तान. नो नो, नॉट ऑल हिंदूज आर लाइक दिस. In fact, मोदी जी को इधर हाईएस्ट वो कुछ मिला है यूएई में. हाँ, वो तो जाकिर नाइक को शेख मोहम्मद ने भी कुछ रिवॉर्ड दिया था. तो देखिए, लेकिन अगर आप इनसे बात करेंगे, ये सिविलाइज्ड पीपल हैं, ये बहुत ओपन माइंडेड लोग हैं, ये हिंदूज. और द कल्चर फेस्ट है. तो ये आप ऐसे ऐसे लोगों के पास यूट्यूब चैनल्स में जाएं. राजीव मल्होत्रा साहब हैं, श्री श्री रविशंकर जी. अगर आपको हिंदू भी नहीं पसंद है तो ज़रूरी नहीं है, लेकिन सीखें इनसे. अच्छा, वो तो मैं तो श्री श्री रविशंकर जी को भी सोच रही थी कि हम क्यों ओम में आ गए हैं, फिर यू नो like blindly coming to Om. I had a desperate situation, a real crisis in my life. So I was looking for a healer. So my sister also told me that why not, Adi, if you see, let's say that you go to a doctor, he's not going to ask you, are you a Muslim? So that I'm a Muslim, you're a Muslim, okay, let me heal you, or try to cure you. Or so of course you can take help from Hindus. If there is a healer in India, so then after all that, I start to question, like, why should we say Om Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, right? But before, in a desperate situation like that, so taking healing from Hindus doesn't mean that they're going to push us into anyone who pushes me, then I retreat. You see, like Sri Ramaji, when I listened to he said it's going to take what's his name? Swami, sorry, not Shri, Swami Rama. I listened to many of his videos, and he said it's not Rama. This person, breathing digital method. And it was like, oh my God, it's going to take such a long time. Full body breath. So he said it's a Himalaya master. He said it's going to take a long time, and I was thinking I needed help. Oh God, this thing had a lot of oil. I think I need rest. It's got into my liver. I'm feeling tired. Okay, I need to take rest. I will continue this later. Thank you for the likes. I hope you take this seriously. It's about life, your life. No one should control your life, whether psychological control. No scripture should control your life. You understand what I mean? And that freedom, what I mean, freedom is not the Western freedom, but the freedom to find the truth, the freedom from attacks, the freedom from being disturbed when you're tried and tested, to be grounded in yourself so that nothing in life can shake you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Abhi end mein nikalta hai. Sometimes it comes out in the end. The best part that I wanted to say but couldn't say it properly. Okay, thank you so much. I will continue later. Thank you very much for the likes.